the woman was shocked to discover that the child she had lost was not her son, but a strange little girl brought to her by the police. What was even more shocking was that the girl called her mom with familiarity. The woman instinctively pushed the girl away and firmly denied that she was her child. To prove she wasn't lying, she showed her son's ID and urgently asked the police to find her son, as he had a heart condition and could die at any moment without his medication. At first, the police thought it was a mistake, but after checking, they found out that the missing child was indeed the girl. Just as everyone was puzzled, the woman's husband arrived at the police station. She planned to have him explain, but to her shock, he immediately hugged the girl. The woman was stunned and thought her husband had gone mad. She quickly defended that the girl wasn't their child, and insisted their child was a boy, not a girl. But her husband calmly said their child had always been a girl, and asked if she had misremembered due to stress. Hearing this, the woman could hardly believe it. She took out her son's ID to show him, and it clearly stated the child was a boy. But the husband helplessly reminded her that there had been an error during the registration, and that they had since updated the ID. The ID she had was no longer valid. To prove his point, he handed her the girl's ID. The woman still didn't believe him, thinking the new ID was fake. But after the police verified it, they confirmed that the girl's ID was real, and her old ID was invalid. This caused the woman's sanity to snap. Despite the husband and the girl's convincing behavior, she was 100% certain the girl in front of her wasn't her child. She vowed to do whatever it took to find her son. Her husband suggested they take a paternity test, which aligned with the woman's plan. So, she immediately took the girl to the hospital for the test. After receiving the results, the test clearly stated she and the girl were mother and daughter. This completely stunned the woman, as she was at a loss for what to do. Her parents-in-law arrived with toys to visit the child. The woman immediately recognized the toys as things her son liked. She remembered her son's birth, and how her parents-in-law had waited at the delivery room door. She confidently believed they would help prove her child was a boy. So, she quickly explained everything to them. After hearing her story, the father-in-law rushed off to scold his son for not taking care of the child, but upon seeing the girl, he immediately changed his expression. This made the woman question whether she was going crazy, or if the world had gone mad. She couldn't understand why the family insisted the girl was their child. She questioned the father-in-law why all the toys were bought for a boy, and why he was the first to hold the baby when her son was born. He should know best if the child was a boy or a girl. Her mother-in-law, however, blamed her, saying she had always been obsessed with having a grandson, which caused the woman to develop health issues, and now she couldn't even recognize her own child. She promised not to mention wanting a grandson again. The woman repeatedly confirmed that her child was a boy, but everyone insisted the child was a girl. She even began to question if this was all just a dream. So, in a panic, she ran toward the stairs, thinking of ending it all. At the crucial moment, her husband stopped her, telling her it wasn't a dream. Her father-in-law also started scolding her, telling her to stop causing trouble. But at that moment, the woman suddenly realized the paternity test report was wrong. She was type O blood, her husband was type A, so how could they have a child with type B blood? She instantly realized that something was being hidden from her. The husband suggested they go back to the doctor to clarify the issue with the report. Soon, the doctor admitted it was a mistake.